Hi guys, welcome to Fishing Tackle channel. This is a simple short video on the difference between right handle and left handle uh, fishing reel. So I know you're probably looking at this because you couldn't figure out which reel to buy. So it's simple. This is your right hand, and if you're holding with your right hand and reeling with your left hand like this, right? You need to get a left hand reel. So if you look in the model of the reel you're buying, look for the spec, and anything that has usually L on it, you're gonna have something like SHL or LH on the model number is going to be the left handle. So the model number will always have some kind of a L on it, and the right handle will not have a L or just have RH or something like that on there. So that's what you're looking for. If it's a right handle, you're going to need to get one of these. If you need to hold your rod like this, and then you need to reel with your right hand, that's what you want to use. So the question is, what is the dominant hand do you want to use to hold a rod, and which hand do you want to reel? So for me, I like to hold the rod because my right hand is dominant, and this is where I'm going to need to have the most strength. Reeling it is not going to be hard because you could set in a way the drag so it's smoother, even though it won't reel fast enough. If you get a good enough reel, it's going to be smooth and it'll reel in, and I don't have to like force myself. But if you are a right-hander, and if you have a weak left hand, you're gonna have to carry something really heavy for a while, and then when you're reeling it in, you're not going to have a good grip of your reel. So I would recommend, if this is your first time fishing, I would say always hold with your right hand and buy a left hand reel. Okay, LH or HSL, anything with that letter L is what you want to get for it. Now, if you're going for, let's say I'm sticking to spinning, it doesn't matter because this one, except there are spinning reel. So usually the higher end one that may not have it, but most of the reel will have this where you could simply take this piece out. This one, it's not coming off, but you could simply take this out. Maybe it's been stuck for too long, but most of these reels could be pulled out and put in this place to turn it into a right hand reel. So for spinning reel, you have the option to just change the reel from the left hand side to the right hand side. For casting and baitcast, you'd have to buy the right model. So if you are, again, dominant right hand, I would suggest using this hand. There are people that likes to hold this, but prefer to, tuck in on your right hand side and reel it in with their right hand. So that's another option. Or tuck it in the left hand and reel it in this way. But for me, I like to tuck my rod into my right arm under my shoulder, my armpit, and then reel it in. So either way, figure out which hand you feel more comfortable reeling and which hand you feel comfortable holding onto your rod. For me, it's reeling it in like this with my rod tucked into on my right armpit has been somewhat uncomfortable. I don't know. I've seen some people do it, but this has always been comfortable for me. I liked a good stable hold on my rod. So that's what I do. I like to reel it in with my left hand. But it's your preference. Get this left hand. And then as for rod, it doesn't matter which rod it is, as long as it's a casting rod. Okay. And then again, for spinning reel, It doesn't matter. You'll be able to take this apart and put it on the other side. So if this was helpful, make sure to like that button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.